Yeah, but at the start with John Hello, 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 hello. We are back. We are actually back with Arydia. I've been having just the worst time getting this game actually going again. Oh my gosh. I apologize. There's certainly an amount of just lost in steam on the game, hard to get back in, but also it's just I'm working on that Arydia side project, so that's where a lot of my time is going. It's been super fun, but when I get into the groove, which I can't do, all that often, but when I do, I don't want to stop because I can't get into the groove very often, and so it kind of rolled right through today or this afternoon's session. I apologize for that. Know that it was for a good Arydia related cause. Speaking of causes, we're back with Arydia, and we are trying to save a nearby town from an undead horde. Yeah. Hey, yeah, from an undead horde. So, let's see if we can make that happen. I'm just looking at my world map and realizing I left a road path unexplored. And I don't remember the reason for that, but I'm sure I had one. I probably had one. Alright. Enough messing around. Let's get into this game here. So, we have just recruited Veer the Acolyte. You can see a picture of him right there. I believe he's a Fey Acolyte? Yeah, he's a Fey man. He will heal us in combat. Or heal enemies in combat, which is actually important against skeletons. And he can only do it during combat with skeletons. So, yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. So we're gonna go fight some skeletons. And we'll see what happens. Let's see, RP points, we're doing great. Looks like Rick should be in the lead with Zertle following up behind. And I cannot guarantee that my boards were not just obliterated by children. So hopefully all my cubes are where they should be, but that's the downside of not packing up between sessions. I leave it unpacked, in the hopes that that'll encourage me not to skip sessions. We can all see how well that's working. All right, let's see. Let us see, let us see, let us see. We're exploring. Medium 20. That's probably something I could have prepared before today. Just had the tile ready. And I'm guessing we're going to fight like a boss skeleton in addition to the same crew of little skellies. Mr. Captain Skellypants, between the sarcophagi. As you approach the next room with weapons at the ready, you see two skeletons standing at opposite ends of a chamber. When you enter, one of them sighs and the other crosses its arms. Neither looks particularly threatening. Okay. Interesting start. I'm going to take the big tile out of here because it's taking up a lot of space. And then shift things around. We'll put us right there. Put this tile right here. We're also probably going to have to zoom out. Yeah, let's zoom out. Perfect. So you can go in here, and there are two skeletons, NPCs 53 and 52. There's also a staircase up to long 18. Let's go talk to 52 first. This is a weird encounter. Pendro the Skeleton. He's a halfling skeleton. His demeanor is snarky. He crosses his arms and clacks his teeth. A skeleton is here, arms crossed. He seems to be in some sort of argument. The truth? You think that's the truth, do you, dear brother? He shouts, then turns to look at you. Ah, well, perhaps an outsider can get to the bottom of this. Would you judge who is right? Who is your brother? My brother, Jickle, he and I have been disagreeing since the day we died. He just can't seem to let it go. Well, perhaps you would judge between us. I guess that's why we're here. Yes, my name is Pendro. Hear my side of the story. You can ask for my brother's side of things, then you will know I am right. Okay, what's your story? Well, we were in a griffin race, and I would have won if it were not for my incompetent brother. Won it, if not. There we go. It sounded weird, and it's because I read it wrong. He failed to pilot his griffin through the rings and instead decided to collide with me. His idiocy took us both to the ground, killing us. He did it out of envy. His fiancée, Ophelia, loved me, not him, and he killed me for it. Ooh. I'll be honest, I don't know that I'm going to side with you. But let's continue. So we can either side with Pendro right now without hearing the whole story, or let me think and flip it back over and go talk to the other one. Okay. Let's go get your story. NPC 53. And by the way, Zertle got an RP point during that conversation, so yay. Jickle, the halfling skeleton, is aloof and has lots of hand gestures. I do like these little action prompts because if you're at a live table, you're gonna have somebody actually doing these things. A skeleton is here. He's making his hand move and talking motions, mocking his brother. A wild boar flies better than you, he shouts at his brother, then turns his attention to you. My foolish brother and I have been at this for ages. Would you judge who is right? Okay, well, tell us about your brother first. Yes, my annoying brother. It's all his fault we're here. Let me tell you the story. The skeleton across the room chimes in. Don't listen to him. Let's listen to your story. While it's true we did race griffins, that's not what killed us. My dear brother Pendro's arrogance is what did it. I was in hot pursuit of the victory when he came swooping out of a cloud from above. I kept flying towards the next ring, and he, fool he is, waved to the crowd. Specifically to my fiancée Ophelia. Our collision was swift, and our end swifter. It's his fault. I'll be honest, having heard both testimonies and seeing what they look like, Pendro has this big winged helm on. Jickle does not. I kind of want to side with Jickle on this one. I feel like he's telling the truth more. I mean, anytime you have somebody say, my brother's fiance loved me, not him, that's a rough start to convincing me that you're the good guy in the situation. Event 45, decide with Jickle. Alright. No, 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 you've got it all wrong, cries Pendro. If Ophelia were here, she'd tell you I'm right. If only we could ask her. Uh, can we go talk to Ophelia? Oh, no, no. Okay, so are you sure you want to side with Jickle? We can either say no and index this card, or say yes and go to Jickle's right. Suppose we can keep going. Like, there's no reason to pick a side now. So actually, you know what? We're gonna pass and see if we can find Ophinia before making a decision. That's right, kick the can down the road. That's what I do. We're going upstairs to long 18. Love kicking cans down roads. The Dark Corridor. There are no statues holding lights in this part of the crypt. In the darkness, you can make out various crates and barrels, which look out of place here. Someone once used this crypt for storage, but the heavy layer of dust on everything tells you it hasn't been used in ages. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So because of the staircase, we don't need either of these for the time being. That was a loud scratchy noise. Oh, everything is very washed out right now. What is happening? Can I, like, white balance this a little bit? There we go. Oh, that didn't help for very long. Ooh, that made it worse briefly. Here's an idea. There. Perfect. So we are here, and I think we're going to go explore this point of interest first, 36, before heading even further upstairs. Or, I guess, downstairs? Probably downstairs. Deep in the crypt. You find yourself deep in the crypt. The darkness here is thick and tangible. I don't I don't feel like we needed anything for deep in the crypt, but huh. I don't think we have anything for that. Not yet. Nothing for that yet. Okay. Most of the walls are rough-hewn. The space here is quite cluttered. It's mostly silent, except you keep thinking you hear a voice, but you can't be quite sure. The walls are rough-hewn. Let's look at those walls a little closer. Looking around, it's obvious the mortar on the west wall doesn't match the rest. Which way is west? Hold on. I can figure this out. I think west might be that way. But maybe I'm wrong. It looks like an entrance to a room that's been sealed off. You could try breaking in. You know what? Let's do it. Let's try to break in the wall with a strength 12 check. Zertle's gonna do it even though he's slimed. He's still at a +1, which is higher than Rick's. Oh, well. 3 is a little bit less than 12. Fail. You may spend a speed to try again. We're all in on this. Zertle goes down to 4 speed. There we go. It's an adjusted 20. If you can make it out, it's pretty tough. Okay. Overlay. Zertle has 4 speed, and we draw a small 28 for breaking into this wall. Hidden tomb. The wall is surprisingly thin. The mortar breaks away easily, revealing a tomb beyond. Stepping through, you see another skeleton, this one in a dress, pacing up and down a line of stone caskets. Huh. Okay, so how does this fit onto the board? Ah, like this. Actually, that's perfect. Let's go. There's an event and an NPC. So we'll put the event token down. I think we're going to leave it alone for now. I want to talk to the NPC, I think. NPC 55. Who I'm hoping is, what, Bohemia or whatever? Oh, Ophenia. Wow, I was way off. Her demeanor is rueful. Her actions are to tap her foot. A small skeleton is here, arms akimbo, wearing a beautiful yet much distressed silken gown. Ah, well now, woken from my peace and quiet by you. I thought Jickle and Pendro might come looking, but no. She sighs. Have you seen them? They still can't figure out the truth. Who are Jickle and Pendro? Well, we know who they are, but we'll ask with them. The boys are arguing about me. Well, it's nice to be the center of attention, but it sounds like I should tell them the truth. Well, what's the truth? Well, the truth is, I didn't love either of them. I was there for the gold. I did bet on the Griffin race, but I actually bet against both of them. I waved to distract them, hoping they'd lose focus and I'd win my bet. Unfortunately, it worked all too well. They collided in the air and came tumbling toward my grandstand. Their griffins crushed me on impact, killing us all. Oh, whoops. That backfired. The best laid plans of halflings and halfwits, as the saying goes. That's a good saying. I didn't realize how much that was weighing on me. Perhaps I can get some rest now. Thanks for listening. Genki item 95. And that's all for her for now. Well, I'm glad we didn't make a decision right away. Ophenia's secrets. The truth is that she wasn't in love with either of the brothers. She had merely bet on the Griffin race and was using them both to fill her coffers with gold. The Skeleton brothers in the crypt will want to hear of this. Keep this in the party inventory until you hear "Would you judge who was right?" and then do a thing. Okay. And if you had made a judgment already, then this would have done nothing. Okay. Alright. So the rest of the stuff for the point of interest doesn't really matter because it's all about figuring out that there's a fake wall, well, a new wall. So I'm just going to put that away. And then I guess let's do this event. 47. Musty Tomb. As you peer around the ornate sarcophagi, the lid of the closest one cracks open and a bony arm shoots out, grabbing your shin. Break free with a strength 9 check. Okay. That'll be Zertle once again. Got a adjusted 13. Pretty good. You leverage your strength to quickly break the grip away and come away unscathed. Go to the hand. After you break free, the hand falls off the bony arm. It clatters to the floor, then rights itself and scurries off like some sort of demented spider. Add threat 23 to the threat deck and then banish this card. Oh, yay. Threat 23, you say. Very cool. Very cool. Can the hand help me instead of hurting me? That'd be good, right? Add that to my threat deck, I guess. Glad I did that. We go back downstairs. We talk to the brothers. We do not side with Jinkle. Instead, we draw Event 49 when they ask us to judge. Brothers, peace. Pendrew and Jinkle stare at each other in silence. You're sure this is what she said? Ophelia, she knew all along. I'm sorry, brother, this feud was my fault. No, brother, the fault is mine. We failed to see the truth before us. The brothers embraced them. Thank you. You've given us rest. We can finally depart. It's not much, but please take this. The two brothers each give you some coin, then disappear into their coffins. Gain 5k. That is a lot, actually. Thank you for that. And dossier T15, so we get a new title. And the brothers are not banished? Oh, you know what? They're gonna go back in, and then we're gonna flip medium 20 to its B side, where you can't talk to them again. That makes sense. So I might as well put them away. Boop, 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 boop. 5k. Oh, you know what? For this occasion, we're gonna break out these bad boys. The 5k coins. Nice. We're rich. We're wealthy misers. Hooray. Dossier T15. On it. Where did my dossiers go?